This game is brought to you by Under Armour, maker of the world's best apparel, footwear, and accessories. Check out the full line of performance gear now at UA.com. Under Armour, I will. This event is brought to you by Olive Garden. Olive Garden is proud to be the official dining room of high school sports, with menu choices to please the entire family, as well as to go.
Welcome everybody, I'm Tom Corbett as we are at the Barrie Auditorium getting set for our final championship game of the evening. And it should be a good one. The Division III championship about to be decided, a rematch from last year between the number 1 Williamstown Blue Devils and the number 2 Hazen Union Wildcats. I'm joined shotgun on the broadcast by Chris Hudson. And Chris, there's rivalries and then there's teams that just don't like each other.
Yeah.
These are two teams that just don't like each other.
Absolutely. They played last year in the state championship, and they played twice this year, and I think they played twice last year, so they know each other very well, and they have great programs and a deep desire to win. So when you get that put together, it becomes a little bit of a tough match against each other, and they get a little excited. But what a great game we're going to have here tonight.
And we are here at the auditorium. You were just here earlier today with Twinfield. What's the difference trying to keep your kids calm right before a state championship game in front of a sellout crowd at the auditorium as opposed to a random Tuesday in Plainfield?
Well, it's the atmosphere. You walk into this building and it's so many years of championships and people being here and great players, and the kids just want to win so bad. They just want to do it, and you got to calm them down. Just let them be in the moment, have fun, and just play. And I'm sure Aaron and Jack have told the kids that they've had a lot of experience here, but it's just calm your emotions, take it one play at a time, and see what happens. But it is. This building is a wonderful place to play basketball, and it's an antique and it's a relic, and I hope it stays here for a long time.
And the Wildcats, your reigning champions, but Williamstown comes in the 1 seed, just one loss on the year, that being to Pulteney in the last game of the regular season. And you got a chance to see Williamstown this season, and it starts usually right around that three-point arc.
Sure does. It all starts with Brandon Carrier. He's 4-year starter. Jack's son. He plays really hard. He shoots the three very well. He can penetrate, dish off. And then you got Cameron Flynn, who can shoot from the outside, a big guy that, you don't see that too much in Vermont, big guys that can step out there and shoot the ball. Brandon Covey's very fast. And then, you got Poulin, who is just unbelievable inside. He's got great footwork. You've got to keep him contained. So they got everything, inside, outside. You really got to dig down when you play against them and have a good defensive plan.
And that's something about, just the advantage that comes with having someone who can go on the block and make strong moves to the basket and finish.
Absolutely. I mean, in these games, you got to have somebody that can get the ball in the post and can make moves and impose their will on somebody. And obviously, Nathan is that kind of player. So it's a great luxury. And if you don't have that, you got to make a lot of shots from the outside. And when you get to the odd, the rim kind of closes up a little bit, and that kind of makes it more difficult.
And for the Wildcats, not too different from most Aaron Hill coach teams. It starts on the defensive side. They are usually going to press you for 4 quarters. Yeah,
I've known Aaron for a long time. That's what he's going to do. He's going to get after you, and he's going to make you play the whole floor, and you've got to handle the press, because if you don't, it's going to be a long night for you. There's going to be a lot of layups on their end. So you got to handle the press. They do a great job of that, and then once you do break the press, they're all over you in the front court. So you gotta it doesn't just stop in the back court. So you really gotta be focused and be ready. And if you're not, you're gonna be in for a long night against Hazen, because they play hard.
Wildcats are gonna have to find a way to get Denis LeCours involved in this game early. The senior, 41 points in their playoff opener through 3 quarters. A bit of a slow game against Twin Valley, had bursts, but couldn't really get going for the entire 4 quarters. They're going to need to find a way to get him involved.
Yeah, Dennis is a good shooter. He can play inside, too. He's got a nice little inside game. But, yeah, they need to get him off. I think the big thing is make him get some easy looks to start with. Watch the ball go through the basket, because what I've seen of him, he's a very confident player once he sees the ball go through the hole, and that's a big thing. Just get him some easy looks and then ride him from there.
Absolutely. We are getting closer as we take a look at our starting lineups. First, for the visiting Wildcats, the sophomore point guard, number 3, Aaron Vatiri. The senior big man, number 4, Derek Richardson. The senior guard, number 5, Jake Gilchrist. The senior guard, number 14, Derek Camp. And rounding out the senior number 33, Denis LeCours. A good balance there. Derek Camp, he's the one to draw an eye on the defensive side. More than likely, I'm willing to bet he'll start out on Brandon Carrier at the beginning of this game.
Yeah, I've seen Derek a few times. He's a really good defender. He moves his feet well, and he's aggressive. And that's what you need on Brandon. You got to really get up on him. When we played him this year, we held Brandon to 1 basket, and we still lost the game, which was unbelievable. If you had told me before the game we held him to 1 basket and we lose, I would have said, I'll take that bet. But he does a great job of moving his feet, and he can give Brandon some problems.
And Jake Gilchrist had the big game for him in the semifinals. 15 points, a real slasher. Gets to the rim, good athletic build. He's going to need to find a way to keep himself involved as well. Now for the home team, the Williamstown Blue Devils. The senior 1,000-point scorer, number 3, Brandon Carrier. Number 10, the senior Eric Hulbert. Cameron Flynn, the senior, wearing number 23. Number 24 is Brandon Covey. He is also a senior. And rounding out the junior, the big man in the middle, number 33, Nathan Poulin. And I thought it very similar to the team last year. You get a lot of attention for the threes, and Brandon gets a lot of attention, deservedly so. But it's those big men for Williamstown that I think really complete the team and make it run.
Absolutely. Nathan Poulin this year has impressed me incredibly. He's gotten better with his footwork, and he's got desire, and he just goes to the ball. He's so hard. He plays so hard. I watched him play Proctor the last game of the year, and he just dominated them inside, and that's what you need. And then Cameron can do the same inside, but he can also step out for the 3, so that makes it difficult, and it stretches the other team's defense.
Both teams will go into the bench with some versatile players. Hazen side, you have a Todd Howard, who's a defensive guy off the bench. Nate Gilchrist looks to on the offensive side a little bit. Williamstown, obviously, they look to that standout freshman, Jacob Tassi. Yeah,
I've seen Nate Gilchrist play some, and he comes off the bench, gives him some energy, can put the ball in the hole, and the Howard kid does play really good defense. I saw Aaron put him on some of the best players that they've played this year, and the Tassi kid is for Williamstown is a really good player. He's only going to get better. He's only a freshman, and he never seems to get – the moment doesn't seem too big for him.
Well, that'll be put to the test here tonight, that first minute in this state championship game. We're going to step aside for a break. We'll be back with the start of today's matchup next here on the NFHS Network.
William Shakespeare said that all the world's a stage and men and women are merely players. But Mr. Shakespeare never met Stephen Curry. Ni hao.
Like our salad and
Cheers.
Start the opening tip of our Division III state championship game. One more time, Williamstown bringing out Carrier, Hulbert, Flynn, Covey, and Poulin. Wildcats bring Vatiri, Richardson, Gilchrist, Camp, and LeCours. Hazen in the visiting red, Williamstown in their home whites. And a big tip controlled by Williamstown. Camp starts out on the 3 of Brandon Carrier. Carrier drives, goes up at Richardson, lays it in for 2.
Typical drive by Brandon. He'll always go real quick, try to get a quick score.
Hazen nearly turns it over. LeCours comes away with it, skipped over, Gilchrist for 3. No good, long rebound, going to go out of bounds. Well, actually saved by Vatiri, going to be a Hazen basketball. The hustle play by Aaron Vatiri.
Great hustle by Aaron.
Now, we've heard from most teams that play Williamstown, they are a brilliant first quarter team.
Yeah, you can't let them get out into a big run. We did that when we played them, and I've told everybody that's asked me for a scouting report, you got you got to stay with them. You can't let them get a big lead because they know how to play with that lead.
LeCours for three. No good. Long rebound. Knocked out of bounds by Gilchrist. Going to be the Williamstown Blue Devils basketball.
The one thing you will get with Williamstown on their zone is you will get looks, and they're getting looks right now. You just got to knock them down.
Poulin brings it up. Something we've seen from Williamstown against pressure. They'll let the big man go against the other center.
Yeah, like I said, Nathan's a really good player. He can handle that.
Carrier pops through. Good help from LeCours. They switch it off. That leaves Camp down low with Poulin. Poulin wants it, calls for it. They work it around. Covey with the drive. Camp there, and we're going to get a whistle on a foul.
Yeah, you got to watch Brandon, the Covey kid. He can really move. He's quick. He gets to the hole. For a quick first step.
Derek Camp, who got in foul trouble against Twin Valley in the semifinals, needs to find a way to keep himself on the floor here. That one a touchy foul, but now he's got to adjust.
Yeah, he has to stay on the floor, Aaron, and just be smart about what he's doing.
Rattles in the second. 4-0. Quickly skip to Viteri.
Oh.
Turnover by the Wildcats. Turnovers once again were a big contributor to the tight game against Twin Valley. Down low, Poulin goes at Richardson. Good look to Hulbert. Off glass for two.
That's what Nathan can do. He's such a good passer. Also with the scoring, he sees the whole floor.
A quick 30-second timeout here for the Wildcats. Probably a smart timeout, just kind of calm everybody down.
Absolutely. Aaron knows what he's doing. That was a great timeout. You know, he knows he needs to stay within range with these guys. You can't let them get on a roll, and a great timeout to start the game.
You're watching live coverage of the Vermont Principals Association Division III Boys Championship on the NFHS Network. NFHSnetwork.com/VPA is your destination for the most comprehensive coverage of VPA championship action.
Right now, I think Aaron just told him, relax, just go out and play. You just don't make mistakes, just handle the ball. That's the big thing. On this 2-2-1 press, you got to make sure where you know where everybody's going to be and make sure you make crisp passes.
Camp. Richardson back to Camp. He'll get over the timeline and turns it over. Not a great start for the Wildcats, and on the flip side, Williamstown doing exactly what they want to do.
Absolutely.
Brandon in the middle, no good. Rebound, and we're going to get over the back foul on Brandon Carrier.
That's what you have to do. Once he takes the shot, you have to box him out because Brandon will go to the boards. That's a great box out right there. Just got to handle the ball right now.
Don't need to make the big pass. You need to make the easy pass.
Absolutely.
Viteri drive, lays it down to LeCours. Reverse, underneath, good for two.
There you go. That's the way to handle it. Now you got to get back.
Flynn up top, chased off the line by LeCours. LeCours switches on. Bobbled there by a minute by Carrier.
Really getting out on him. Ball pressure, that's what they need to do.
Hulbert, open jumper, in and out. Rebound Gilchrist, and he's going to get fouled by Hulbert.
Hazen's really doing a good job of getting ball pressure out there and then closing out on their shots.
Heard from Coach Hill before the game. He said that Carrier was going to see a lot of different defenders tonight. And so far, it looks like they're purposely trying to switch off every time to give them something different.
Yep, that's what you got to do against these guys. You got to make them see something different every time down the floor or every other time, and that's the way to play them.
Camp's pass knocked out of bounds.
Yeah, they got to be more careful with the ball right now. They're telegraphing. Maybe a ball fake, a couple ball fakes might help a little bit here.
Blue Devils in that 2-3 zone here. LeCours in the corner. Gilchrist curls off the double screen. Back up top, they'll reset. Viteri on the outside, back up to Camp. Quick swing, LeCours, deep three, got it.
That's big. When he hits his first shot, he gets in rhythm. That's big right there.
Carrier calls for the screen. They switch off. Surprised Williamstown hasn't found a way to get Poulin the ball on those switches. And turned over by Covey. Poulin nearly knocked it away from Camp. Gilchrist up top, faking. He called for the travel.
Yep, you're going to see that one every time.
And ironically, the best pump fakes are usually the slowest pump fakes.
Right. Williamstown's just got to get into their rhythm here. They got to go back to what they were doing to start the game.
6-5 the score. Williamstown by 1 about midway through this first quarter. Carrier, high post, kicks out. Covey off the curl. Back to Carrier, now guarded by Gilchrist. Kick out, Flynn for 3. No good. Poulin the offensive board and the putback.
He's so tough. You just got to get a body on him. If you don't, he's going to get every rebound.
Hazen nearly turns it over again. Gilchrist, high post. LeCours open, gets it, steps off the 3, drive, kick out. Gilchrist deep 3. No good, out of bounds. I think they need to make that skip quicker. LeCours was open, and that extra dribble gives them time to get out and close
Absolutely.
out.
You got to be quick. Move the ball. Make Williamstown shift the zone. Don't keep it on one side. Make them work on defense.
3:52 now to play here in the quarter. Williamstown by 3. And get it up top to Bristow into the game. Turned over. Here comes LeCours. He's got Viteri running to his left. Little pull up in the paint. That one short, no good. Rebound Covey.
Both defenses are really playing well right now. They're really going after each other.
Bristow over half court. Looking down low, Poulin. Guarded by Camp. Little turnaround fadeaway. Good for 2.
Well, I think we know what maybe the game plan was for tonight to go to Poulin. He's gotten the ball at least 4 or 5 times already.
LeCours, baseline, pulls up, draws the foul, and got the bucket.
Great look there. Great shot.
Not much good happens usually when you try to block it from behind.
No, you're always going to get the foul called there.
How many times you tell people it doesn't matter if you get all ball, it's what it looks like.
Yeah, it's the referees are going to call that, and you just got to keep straight up. He hits the 2, but now you're going to give him an extra point here. Dennis is a really good foul shooter. Watch me jinx him. No.
See, Williamstown has switched and put Bristow bringing up the ball to take some of the load off Carrier, I think.
Yeah, they'll do this quite often. They'll have Ben bring the ball up the court.
And another turnover from Covey, this time in the corner. LeCours steps off the 3, kicks out to Howard, up top Viteri. They look to stretch that out.
Got to reverse the ball.
Nate Gilchrist has entered the game for the Wildcats. Deep 3 from LeCours, that one well short, but taken by Hazen and put back in by Howard.
They're hitting the boards, and that's what you have to do against Williamstown. Get second shots, because if you get second shots, you got a chance.
Viteri pressures Bristow. Oddly, the center, Poulin, is trying to run the team and get him into the play.
Yeah.
Screaming for him to set it up. Good switch on the bottom.
They like to run that little set to get Brandon a baseline layup, but they defended that well.
Covey trapped on the corner, kicks out, chased off the line, fadeaway 3, well short. Poulin's follow won't go, rebound Richardson. Up ahead, Howard on the run, lays it down to LeCours, pump fake, goes up, got the bucket. And a timeout called by Williamstown.
Exactly what Hazen wants to do. They want to get out in transition and really run, and that's what they did. Great pump fake right there.
I thought we saw 2 rushed 4 shots in that transition. You had LeCours on one end, but his was so short, it ended up in a layup off the offensive rebound. And Carrier's was short, but it gave that long rebound, and it gave Hazen a chance to run.
Yeah, on the LeCours shot, just a kid making a play. He saw the ball, what should be doing. The ball goes up, you watch the ball flight, and he got it and tapped it to his teammate and laid it in. And like I said, that's what Hazen wants to do. They want to get out in transition and run. They want to make this game a track meet.
Hazen now with their first lead of the game, 12-10 the score with 1:48 to play here in the first quarter. Full court pressure here from Hazen. Looks like just man.
Looks like the freshman's in now.
Tassie has entered the game here for Williamstown. Up top, Bristow. Drive. Beautiful look for Poulin for two.
Great pass. Ben's a good player. He really can do some things. He gets penetration and always looks for the open man, and you know, Poulin nails it in there.
Vatiri to Richardson. Free throw line. Knocks down the jumper.
Good look there, too. That's what they got to do. They just got to find the open spot in that zone.
The more people they can get to score will open it up for Dennis in different areas.
Absolutely, absolutely. You got to get the ball inside. Other guys have got to make plays.
Driving, Carrier, cut off. Good help from Richardson. They swing around.
Good ball movement.
Tassie airballs the three right to Flynn.
Great job, Flynn, getting down there on the opposite side and getting the layup.
Couple airball three layups now for each team.
When you get to the odd, you have a few of those. You better be ready for them.
Dennis steps off the three, drive, kick. Howard looking down low and will get a kick. Jake Gilchrist comes back in. Todd Howard goes to the bench. Solid couple minutes for Howard. Did exactly what they wanted him to do. Solid D.
Absolutely.
And the layup is the bonus.
Absolutely. That's all you're looking for. You know, you go out and make a couple plays and give you guys some rest, and that's what he did. He's done a fantastic job all year doing that.
Ball goes into Richardson. Up top, Gilchrist. They spread it out, looking for the isolation. Gilchrist fakes the spin, fade away. That one forced. And the rebound for Williamstown.
A little different. Looks like Williamstown's gone man, something that they don't like to do very much, but interesting to see that.
Bristow, guarded by Vatiri. Williamstown playing for the last shot of the quarter. Up top, Carrier, drive, runner in the paint, no good. Rebound fought for, put up by Poulin, no good. Gilchrist comes out of the pack with it, and after one, nothing has been settled. It is 14-14 as we get ready for quarter number two. We'll be back. You're watching right here on the NFHS Network.
The most heart-stopping, game-changing, tie-turning moments in high school sports. Under Armour highlights of the week on the NFHS Network.
It's easy to spot people who participated in high school sports and activities.
Right on time.
They learned important lessons like leadership, teamwork, respect.
Hey, our meeting moved to 10.
We'll be ready.
Values that last a lifetime.
We need to focus on three factors.
Support high school sports and activities in your community. When kids take part, they get set for life.
Championships. Hazen will have first possession here. LeCours, Vatiri, Gilchrist, and Richardson. Nate Gilchrist left side.
Hazen really spreading it out. That's one thing I've noticed when they've gone to this man.
LeCours wide open in the paint, little bank shot.
And getting easy looks. They're just dribble driving and getting easy looks, and that's what they're trying to do with them.
Up top, Carrier. Guarded by Gilchrist. Drive, kick, Bristow for three. In and out and in.
Good shot there. Good look. Ben, like I said, Ben's a good player. He does a lot of little things you don't see, and he can make a shot like that.
Up top, Jake Gilchrist. Over to Vatiri. Nate Gilchrist to Jake Gilchrist. Looking for the post up, possibly for LeCours. Said they set the screen for Gilchrist. Nice little curl. Rips through, goes up, and in and out. And he'll draw a foul on the rebound, though.
Yeah, they're spreading it out, running little flex cuts to the post and getting them wide open there. Just got to finish there for Hazen.
You wonder if it's almost a disadvantage for Williamstown to have Poulin on LeCours in a man-to-man because it pulls him so far away from the basket.
Absolutely, absolutely. Him being out, he doesn't get the rebounds that he can get. And like I said, Nathan's a monster on the board. So that's You know, that's another thing that Aaron probably said. Let's put him out there and then get him away from the basket.
They have switched him now on to Richardson. Looking down low, a lot of contact on the floor. Poulin makes the steal. Bristow up top, handed by Gilchrist. Back over to Bristow. He'll drive. Good help from Gilchrist, but he leaned out of the way at the last minute.
Yeah, the help was a little late there, and Ben got there and put the ball in the hole.
19-16, Williamstown by 3, and we get another reach in here on Williamstown.
Yeah, like I said, they're not used to playing man, so they may make some mistakes as far as fouling out up top. If you're not used to playing it as much as you do a zone, sometimes you get too aggressive.
Covey back in for Williamstown. On for Hazen is Cody Davison, who did not play at all in the semifinals, just a freshman, but he is a knockdown shooter.
Aaron getting him some luck, gives him time for the future.
Gilchrist, jump stop, puts it up, no good. Just over 6 minutes. Carrier off to Hulbert. Skipped over. Covey fakes the three, drives. Good help from Richardson. A little fadeaway in the paint, won't go. Rebound Poulin over Richardson for 2.
He's a monster. You just got to box him out. He's so tough. He can handle anybody in there.
Camp on the drive, blows by the defense, left hand off glass.
Great move. Just took him, faked him one way and went the other way and got an easy layup.
Tassie, guarded by Davison. Hulbert looking inside for Poulin. The help late over the top and another 2.
Yeah, you got to be quicker. You got to get there and you got to disrupt that pass.
Driving, Camp,
Great
lays
pass.
it down. Beautiful look to Richardson.
Great pass.
And back and forth, these two teams just trading blows at this point.
Yeah, like I said, I knew this would be a track meet, and it is, and that they were trying to impose each other's wills.
Gilchrist off the rebound, looked to run, didn't have it.
Spreading them out again.
Camp off to Davison. Davison goes up and draws the foul.
How about that move for a freshman? That showed some moxie right there.
Of course, the Hazen blood runs through Davidson as his father, a part of the 1996 Hazen championship team.
Wow, yeah, well, he took it right there. He did not hesitate, went right at him. That's a sign of a good player right there. Crowd letting him know that he's a freshman.
His aunt was a part of the 1999 runner-up women's team, and his uncle was part of the 2000 Hazen championship team.
He's got some red, white, and blue in him, I'd say.
Dan Kish enters the game, as does Nate Gilchrist. Now, Dan Kish was the story of the semifinals, did not play at all in the first half. Back against the wall for Hazen, falling behind in the third quarter. They brought him in for a spark, and he went 11 straight points for the Wildcats.
Yeah, he really brought him back and really played hard, got inside, and really took advantage of what he had and really just played wonderful for him. I'm sure Aaron was so excited for him.
And a travel. Now, this is a very important time for Williamstown. Poulin and Carrier on the bench, they need to sustain.
Yeah, they don't. You don't see this very often, so I'm not sure how long they'll be on the bench. I'm sure it won't be. It'll be just a short rest. But this is the time. If you're Hazen, you want to go at them, and if you're Williamstown, you step up and play defense and do your thing, do your role.
They clean up a little wet spot. Camp guarded by the freshman Tassie. Davison looks inside for Nate Gilchrist, lose the handle out of bounds. And just like that, Poulin and Carrier right back in.
Like I said, I knew it wouldn't be very long. Those guys, they get about a minute and a half, and they come right back in.
More, I'd heard they'd had a few condensation spots
earlier
today in the second game, I believe, right in front of the home bench.
Yeah, they had a little, before halftime of our game, they had a little problem on the side too, I noticed.
Still straight man here. One thing you'll get from Kish, he will not pressure
No,
full court. They are going to back him off.
He knows his role, what he's supposed to do.
Curl for Poulin, spin move, goes
Great
up,
block.
blocked by Kish.
Good block, waited for him and he got him.
And if you can't tell, he is the fan favorite after the other night. Davison up top, Nate Gilchrist. Drive, right side, gets to the rim, lays it up and in for two.
I've been impressed with him. He played a great game in the semifinals. He's come on as the year has gone on.
Camp pounds Carrier. Carrier drive, kick, Flynn for three. Got it.
Great kick by Brandon. Found Flynn in the corner, and Flynn can hit that shot. He's a good shooter.
Nice spin around Davidson. Gilchrist looking inside, turns it over. Flynn with a steal. Couple big plays for the senior on back-to-back.
Yeah, he's really working hard right now.
Down low, Poulin turns it over, stolen by LeCours.
Just got to be careful there with the ball. I thought Brandon might go right at him, take it at him.
LeCours squares up.
Colbert's a good defender, so he's bothering Dennis a little bit there.
Up top. They work it around. Nate Gilchrist for three. No good. Rebound is there for Flynn. 26-23, Williamstown by three. Just under 3 minutes to play in the first half. Tassi drive, lays it off for Poulin. Got it in the foul.
Pretty good play by a freshman. Nice look. Brandon finishes it. He's quick off the dribble. He can really penetrate, and he doesn't really have a freshman body.
I think, as hard as it is, I don't think you're going to be able to help off Poulin because he's so good at diving into that empty space.
Absolutely not. No, he gets so much penetration in there, and he's right on the block every time, or right in the middle, and he's right, just up and in. You gotta physically be physical with him and get him out of there. You got to push him out of there. Can't let him get the ball there.
Hits the free throw. 29-23, Camp. Gives it up to Richardson. Viteri, left wing. Drive, right side, all the way to the basket for two.
Good move by Viteri. He's a good player, only a sophomore.
Off, Covey, on the curl, kicks out to Carrier. Camp goes for the pump fake, open three, no good, rebound Viteri.
He doesn't miss too many of those.
As hard as it is, you got to stay home and just close out, hand up.
Yeah.
You can't jump for the fake.
Absolutely.
Viteri goes up, a lot of contact there. No good, but a rebound by Viteri.
Way to go back and get it.
Gilchrist lays it back off. Viteri turns the corner, lose the handle.
Brandon's got quick hands, pulling.
Tassi goes up. Draws a foul, much to the chagrin of the Wildcat fans.
Yeah, that was, there wasn't much there, I don't believe. Aaron pleading with his guys to box out.
First one's good.
This 140 would be very critical here because Williamstown's going to want to try to put the hammer down, and Hazen's got to stay right there and go back down now on this possession, have a good possession and score, and not let them get another possession and an easy look.
31-25. Williamstown, their biggest lead of the game at 6, matching their biggest lead of the game. LeCours open for three, passed on it. Viteri. Hazen patient here. Nearly thrown away. Richardson able to corral it. Gilchrist for three. No good. Long rebound to Brandon Carrier.
They were patient, and they got a good look there. They just didn't fall.
Carrier pull up three.
Lucky again there.
Good.
You got to get on him. You can't let him get open looks like that.
Gilchrist running the other way. Picks it up, kicks out. Wanting it is LeCours. Making it is LeCours.
There you go. Good look. Move the ball. They reversed it. Got it to him. And wide open shot. Bang. Flynn did get out there, but not in time.
Viteri guards Tassi. They go over.
Good
lob.
look.
Good help on the backside that time by Viteri. Covey drives, goes up, lays it up and in for two.
He's so quick with that first step. You really got to close out on him and not let him get by you.
18 seconds. Gilchrist goes up, no good. And Aaron Hill upset with that. He wanted the last shot of the half.
Yeah, I'm not sure he was real happy with that look.
If it isn't a layup, we're getting the last shot of the half.
Right, absolutely.
5-point game. Lob it up for Poulin, no good. And that does it for the first half. The Williamstown Blue Devils will carry a 5-point lead into the half as they lead the Hazen Wildcats 33-28. We're going to step aside and come back, talk about the first half a bit. All that coming up on the NFHS Network.
William Shakespeare said that all
gardens build you create.
Cool sports make anyone dance. Because when kids teach you.
Division III championship game, and the number 1 Williamstown Blue Devils leading the number 2 Hazen Wildcats 33-28. I think looking at it from each side, first for Williamstown, you got to be very happy. You got the lead at the half, and your best scorer hasn't gotten off at all.
Yeah, they're going to be very happy. You know, they look like the game plan was going to Poulin inside a lot, and they've done that. And Nathan has stepped up and played very well inside. But when Brandon, I don't even know what Brandon has, but I think you can't. Doesn't have much, and you can't be upset with him not scoring very much, and you've still got the lead. They've done pretty much what they probably planned on doing out there. So now they're just going to tighten a few things up. Jack will get them ready to go. And but, yeah, you definitely got to be happy at halftime.
And for the Wildcats, you sustain the early surge. Fell down early, that 6-0 jump for Williamstown. Came back, got the lead, kind of went back and forth. You got a big 3 by LeCours towards the end of the half to help bring that back to 5 points. But you've gotten some good looks. You haven't gotten them to fall. But you got to do a better job taking care of the basketball.
Yeah, they've had a couple turnovers, thrown the ball away. But the one thing that they can hang their hat on is they got Williamstown out of their 2-3 zone, which doesn't happen very much, and has not played that 2-2-1 very much either. So they're spreading them out. And, like I've said all year, and I told you before we were talking off the air, is that the MO on Williamstown is they try to kill you quick, and they haven't done that. It's a 5-point game. Aaron's telling them probably down there we're only 5 points down. Guys, we haven't played our best, and we got a few things that we can put on them, and we got a chance. So these are both two great coaches. They're going to come up with some adjustments, and it's whoever makes the last adjustment that makes the best one that will win the game. That's they'll be ready when they come up after halftime.
And you were in a similar situation today, down a little bit at the half to Poultney. Are you just kind of trying to calm everybody down? Are you trying to get them pumped up a little bit to come out in the half? Or is it got to be kind of that sweet mixture of the two?
Well, we were tied going into halftime. And that's right. And basically we were down there just talking about what we needed to do, what the game plan was, and you're trying to get them a little rest and get them refocused on what's going to happen. I think what we try to do is we talk about all the time is the first 3 minutes of the third quarter. Those are going to tell the tale of what's going to happen in the game. You got to come out, you got to play hard in the first 3 minutes, and you got to do the things you want to do. Don't make it easy for them by beating yourself. That's the big thing, and I'm sure both coaches are telling them that right now.
Should be a great second half. We're going to take one more break. When we come back, we'll be ready to go with half number 2 right here on the NFHS Network.
William William Shakespeare said that all the world's a stage, and men and women are merely players. But Mr. Shakespeare never met Stephen Curry. Ni hao. Mr.
But they jump shot court.
For the second half of our final championship game of the evening, Tom Corbett and Chris Hudson bring you the action here. And you said it's going to be a telling first couple minutes of this third quarter for one if not both of these teams.
Absolutely. I always tell my kids the first 3 minutes will tell the tale of the tape and what's going to happen. You've got to come out and don't beat yourself and play your game and do the things that you do offensively well, and then defensively dig in. All right, dig in, stop the pass to the wings, really do everything that you need to do, and then let the chips fall where they may from there. I got to apologize to Nathan Poole and McCollum Brandon. I'm sorry about that, Nathan. I know him. I should know him. I saw enough of him play basketball against us.
And they've had enough of those Pooling kids go through the
That's
through
true.
the ringer.
That's true.
Williamstown going to get the first possession here.
This is a little different. Nathan handling the ball as much as he has tonight. I haven't seen much of that. I've seen a little bit, but not as much as I've seen tonight.
Down low, Flynn goes up on Viteri, got it for two.
Great look. Flynn off balance, still was able to make it.
Big first bucket for Williamstown here coming out of the break.
Yep, went right inside.
Viteri passes on the shot. Gilchrist, got to find a way to get him going a bit here in this second half. Camp turns the corner, kicks, open three for Viteri, got it.
Nice shot, stepped right into it, wide open, good look, and nailed it down.
Viteri, usually that facilitator first, but leave him wide open.
He can shoot. I got a special place in my heart for him. He played AAU with my son, and he's a good kid, just a wonderful young man.
Drive, down low, off the little curl, Hulbert.
When somebody gets to the paint and they break you down, you have trouble, and that's what they just did there.
Viteri drives, a lot of contact there, puts it up no good. Rebound is Williamstown's.
Yeah, I think they might have got away with one right there.
I don't even think it was necessarily on the shot. It was on that initial drive.
Absolutely.
By Flynn. Carrier. Step through, no good. Rebound by Viteri. Quickly gets it up, looking for Gilchrist, but turned over.
Not a good pass there.
Covey drives, some contact, no good. The follow by Poulin.
Yeah, Nathan, he's so tough. He gets right in there, and that's the kind of stuff he does. Good timeout.
And a quick timeout for the Hazen Wildcats, a full timeout.
Williamstown's not a team that likes to run per se very much, but when they do get out and they do make good decisions. And the big guys run and they get easy looks like that.
And Garrett Poulin right now is having, Nathan. Now you got me doing
yeah, right.
Nathan Poulin is having a unbelievable night here.
Yeah, he's like I said, as the season's gone on, and I watched him the last half of the season. He has really improved, and he's become the alpha male of the team. He is really tough, and he can play. And he likes the moment. That's the thing I like about him, is he likes the moment. He wants to be in the moment.
And I think he's in for he already has a big workload, but I think next season he's going to have a huge workload with almost every team looking to stop him first next year without Brandon there.
Absolutely. I've had a few of my boys say, how are we going to stop that kid? I said, I don't know, but I got 12 months to figure it out.
And one less person, hopefully, we got to chase around the perimeter.
All right, exactly. It's a big possession right here for Hazen. They got to get a good look and make a shot here.
39-31. Gilchrist out to LeCours, a little hesitation, drive, gets to the rim, no good. Gets his own rebound, goes up and draws a foul.
That's what you want to do when you're struggling a little bit or you need a big basket. You need to go to the hoop, make a shot. If you miss it, get a rebound, go right back up and get to the foul line. Great move right there. Good call.
Brandon Carrier did not think he made any contact with LeCours.
Yeah, Dennis is playing with his lips, so it looks like he got hit pretty good somewhere there.
First one good.
Free throws are big in this game. When you're at the odd, you got to make free throws, and that's a huge thing right now.
LeCours made 2 huge ones against Twin Valley in the semifinals.
Absolutely.
2 pretty big ones right there.
Here comes the trapping.
We're at the 1-2-1-1
Yep.
trap and
there
turned
it goes.
over. LeCours goes the other way, slows it down though. And usually Aaron only runs that for a couple possessions at a time, then he'll switch back, kind of give it that shock factor.
When he runs it and they run it correctly, it almost looks like there's 10 guys out there playing.
Gilchrist right side.
Wide open.
LeCours, step back 3, got it. Just like that, a quick 5-0 run.
Yep, that's
Trap
exactly
still on, knocked by Gilchrist, but Hulbert with it, throws it up. Covey corrals it, trapped right in the corner, nowhere to go. And a timeout before the turnover on the sideline.
Good timeout by Jack there. He saw that, and that's exactly where you want. If you're going to be a trapping team, that's exactly where you want to trap somebody, and they got it.
Absolutely. You know, we all have it where we teach these kids the press, and they kind of, once they get over half, we'll drop back. No, you almost want it more than ever to stick it right after half. You get those 2 extra defenders.
Absolutely. You want to steer them there, get them there, and then you get on the trap immediately. I tell my guys, we don't do any of that much pressing, is that when we get the ball there, you either got to split the guy or you got to go, or you got to make a pass. You cannot stand there and wait for 2 people to come and trap you.
And I usually tell mine, get the ball to the middle and don't make me worry about it.
Absolutely. That's the other thing. Get the ball to the middle. Yep. Don't get into those corners if you don't have to.
And if you're about to catch it there, get back over the half so you can still go backwards.
Yep.
Full deny. Just getting it in that time, Carrier. They switch off. Gilchrist now guards.
Oh, good move.
Spin move goes up, no good, but he does draw the foul on Nate Gilchrist.
Brandon's so smart. He just deked him, almost went back, and then came back in and laid it, and got in for the layup. That's a senior right there making a move.
Carrier at the stripe. Hits the first.
You put Brandon at the line, it's almost automatic. He's such a good foul shooter. Hazen's got to be happy. They're back in the game. They just got to settle down, not make any more mistakes. Williamstown, same thing. Just keep going, just doing what you're doing.
Camp brings it up. Gilchrist comes off, didn't get it on that flare. Good fake there by LeCours, and he hits the foul line jumper.
Yeah, I think Dennis came to play today.
Up ahead, Covey.
Good patience on that trap right there by Williamstown.
Looks like a half-court trap here from Hazen. Flynn in the corner. No good. The rebound fought for. Covey comes away with it. And we'll get a kick ball. Those are those ones that are heartbreaking for coaches. You get the big stop you need, and then they trickle out an offensive board.
Absolutely. I saw a few of those this morning. You get the shot you want. The ball gets up. You got everybody lined up to get the rebound, and somehow, some way, they get the rebound, and it's deflating at times.
Cassie back in here. Goes in. Poulin for 3. No good. Rebound loose. Corralled by Richardson.
Nathan can hit that. I've seen him shoot that many times.
Big full court pass and skip. LeCours for 3. Got it.
He's in rhythm right now. He's just seeing the ball. The hoop looks like a basket.
Stolen by Gilchrist. Goes up, and we get a whistle and a foul. Once again, Carrier didn't think he made any contact.
Yeah, this press is bothering Williamstown right now. They're really going after it.
I'm going to say the foul was on the floor. Hazen getting ready to take it out. I was going to say, Carrier's got to pay attention here.
You have to be aware of what they're doing at all times because they will come after you. And like I said, it's almost like 8 players are out there.
Hulbert makes that awesome diving steal for Williamstown. And another tough turnover here. Hazen has kind of shot themselves here when they start building momentum with a turnover.
Absolutely. You get a turnover, you got to keep it.
Air ball from Carrier for 3. Looking down low, LeCours. Drop step on Hulbert, reaching in, going up, got the bucket.
Good look.
Hazen back out in front.
Excellent look there. Good job by Brandon splitting that right there.
Tassie up and in for 2.
That was a good take by the freshman. You get him the ball, he's got to go right up and in.
Down low, kick out, Camp for 3. In and out. Ooh, nearly knocked away by Viteri.
Like I said, they're around everything, so you have to be careful. You have to be aware at all times of where they are.
Looking for that trap again. Hulbert drives baseline, reverse, no good. Rebound is there for LeCours. 3 minutes to play in the third quarter, tied at 43.
Aaron wants them to
Camp crossover, gets all the way to the rim, goes up, no good.
Yeah, Aaron's trying to get him to run more and more, trying to get him up and down the floor.
Looking for that half-court trap. And in the corner, Hulbert looking for Poulin, nearly turns it away.
You got to lob that one over the top.
The only time it seems like they've struggled on that interior pass to Poulin is from the corner.
Yep. You got to lob the ball over the top there. Hazen's long enough, so they'll steal that if you don't do that. If there's no backside help, there's no danger there.
Todd Howard back in now for Hazen. A defensive sub. Goes into Poulin, chased off the line. Bristow drive kick. Covey. Out to Tassie. Kicked over to Flynn for 3. Got it.
Good look. They moved the ball around, reversed it, and got Flynn for a wide open 3.
LeCours wide open for 3.
That's a. You got to get on him. You got to know where he is at all times. You can't let him shoot that wide open.
This one turning into a heavyweight fight here.
No
Blows
doubt.
Back and forth. Tassie drives, pulls up in the lane. No good. Rebound, Richardson. Gonna say out of bounds off of the Wildcat.
There's some big boys in there fighting for the rebounds. I'll tell you, it's fun to watch.
Goes into Covey. Skipped across. He'll drive. Good help.
Great pass.
Bristow up and in for 2.
Great look. Way to go right up for Ben.
Viteri, jump stop, kick. Gilchrist steps off the 3. Good look to Howard. Quick shot, no good on the baseline.
Here comes the trap again.
Williamstown getting a little more comfortable against that.
Absolutely.
They forced the lob in there, knocked out of bounds.
They're going diagonal across the court, making good passes there.
Cody Davison comes back in. Aaron Viteri going to get a much-deserved breather. Camp comes back in. Denis LeCours is going to get a break.
Jack's going to be happy. He's got Brandon on the bench right now, and they're still ahead, and they're moving the ball well.
And probably happy that LeCours is on the bench also.
Absolutely. I'm sure he's happy to see that.
Tassie for 3, no good. Nobody puts a body on Bristow.
Big mistake right there.
And we're going to whistle on a foul.
You have to box out weak side, because if you don't, they're going to come right in and grab the rebound and lay it in. Williamstown's too good. They know how to rebound, and they're fundamentally sound.
Looking down on the bench. After about 3 seconds, both Richardson and Courier told their coaches, hey, I'm ready if you need me.
Yeah, I bet they did.
Richardson with a follow.
You don't ever want to come out of these games. Ball pressure is a big thing here. They're just like that. Steal. You got to get ball pressure.
Covey drive, kicks to Tassie. Good defense there by Howard. Smart play by Covey to get rid of that. 45 seconds.
There you go. They're moving the ball. You got to move the ball a little quicker. Make the defense shift.
Bristow drive, and we're going to get a foul on Poulin down low for hooking. 37 seconds, Williamstown leading 50-48. Denis LeCours back in. Our first look at Caleb Sweet here today. Now, if you're Williamstown, you have to find LeCours on this play.
Yeah, he didn't come in to just set picks, so he's going to get the ball and get the shot. So, you got to find him, know where he is at all times.
So, if you're one of the other Hazen players, the best time to score is when your teammate gets hot to work off of him.
Absolutely, because they could double him or they could send somebody out on him.
Or your guy could just get caught turning, looking to help too soon.
Absolutely, cut to the hole, get a wide open layup.
He wanted it on that post up, didn't get it. LeCours fakes the three, drive in the paint, looks to kick out, turned it over. Tassie with a steal.
Good defense by Williamstown right there.
Flynn chased off the line there by LeCours. Which you could say the same. Hazen has to find Flynn. He's hit a couple big threes.
Absolutely,
here.
It's going to go to him right now.
Puts it up well short. Rebound Richardson, and that'll do it for quarter number 3. Hazen cuts the lead to 2, headed to the fourth and final quarter. We'll be back right here on the NFHS Network.
William Shakespeare said that all the world's a stage and men and women are merely players. But Mr. Shakespeare never met Stephen Curry. Ni hao, the guy who was in the gym every dang day. Patron saint of the underdog, the league's most unguardable player. Bang, he knocks it down. So my apologies to Mr. Shakespeare, because onto the stage of mere players enters the babyface assassin. And he's about to write his own story. Fall back.
Now you can create your own tour of Italy from Olive Garden's most mouth-watering dishes, starting at $12.99. Choose 3 of 10 classic favorites to enjoy on one plate, like our delicious new shrimp ravioli with lobster Alfredo, a filled pasta like irresistible tortellini al forno, and a classic like creamy fettuccine Alfredo, plus unlimited salad and freshly baked breadsticks, because the best tour of Italy is the one you create, only at Olive Garden. We're all family here. Breadstick lovers, your new favorite lunches here. Breadstick sandwiches.
All right, here we go. It's fourth quarter time in the Division III championship, and this one has lived up to the billing. The rematch between Hazen and Williamstown. Blue Devils carry a 2-point lead into the fourth and final quarter. Hazen with the first possession.
8 minutes to go. If you're a senior, this is all on the line now. Just play as hard as you can.
High post LeCours. Contact and a foul.
That's 3 on Poulin, I believe.
And 5 team fouls. Hazen not in foul trouble in terms of the penalty this half. They were in the first half.
They've done a good job of playing defense with their feet and not reaching.
Goes into Gilchrist. Fake, jump shot. No good. Long rebound there for Bristow.
Little screen and roll here high. Move the ball, look for Poulin inside. Nope, go back out to Flynn there.
Up top, Carrier.
They're really moving the ball right now.
Down low, Poulin wide open for 2.
Good look, good look. Way to seal his man there.
And we get a whistle and a travel.
Just took off before he took a dribble there. Happens all the time.
Nate Gilchrist in. Jake Gilchrist going to get the breather. Carrier feeds to Flynn, high post. Skip. Flynn, 3, contested, no good. Rebound Richardson.
I'm not sure Jack liked that shot.
Camp. LeCours deep 3, no good. Short. Long rebound trickles to Tassie. Aaron can probably share the sentiment.
Yeah, I was going to say, I know he's hit a few here today, but I'm not sure that was kind of a quick one.
Driving, Carrier, lays it off for Poulin. Got it.
Great pass, great look. Right off the thing. Brandon got him off the dribble and slip pass into Poulin.
Quick 4-0 run here. Camp gets rid of it. Gilchrist looks for Richardson. A little hook shot off glass, no good. Gilchrist the follow, but he does the foul.
Got to box him out. He came right from the foul line, got it and almost laid it in there, but got fouled.
That's one of those, that's a tough foul.
That's 4 on Carrier.
For Carrier, and he's not happy. Those tough ones where you don't rebound, it's a tip in. You're just going for the rebound. If you happen to hit him on the arm and they go for that tip, it is a shooting foul.
Yep, absolutely.
Whereas if you hit arms like that and you're both going for a rebound, it's nothing.
You got to box out. That's the one thing I tell my kids. The ball goes up, you got to find somebody and put a body on him.
Gilchrist struggled at the line in the semifinals. Misses the first. Carrier to the bench.
Williamstown now has to just handle the ball, handle the pressure.
Now, if you're Hazen, now do you rotate a little bit more to protect against Poulin with Carrier out?
Yeah, I expected to see this right here.
Full court man right now. Tassie logging some major minutes here.
Yeah, he's giving him a lot of good minutes, especially for a freshman in this type of game.
Bristow drive, kicks to Tassie. Tassie, pump fake, goes up, no good, but we're going to foul on Viteri.
Good fake. He doesn't play like a freshman. He makes good moves, good fakes.
Great fake there, got Viteri up.
He's going to be a good one in the future. He already is a good one.
Five-point lead for Williamstown. Big free throws. First one, no good. Jake Gilchrist back in. Nate Gilchrist goes to the bench. He's given some good minutes here.
Yep. That's what Aaron asked for.
You can tell he's bummed just from that one missed free throw, but he's got to stay in it. He might get back in there.
Exactly. He's probably going to get another chance before this is over.
Six-point game. Camp behind the back, kicks to Gilchrist. Viteri. Looking for that curl. Camp. Now he's got the curl. Goes in. A lot of contact. Whistle and a foul. Ooh, they're going to call the offensive foul.
Yeah, there was a lot of looking around the two officials. I don't know who actually made the call, but that's a tough one right there. I really couldn't see from our vantage point whether he had his feet down or not. Here comes the trap.
Job by Williamstown to break it that time. And we get a foul. Now, not horrendous because Hazen does still have a lot of fouls to give before they get there.
Absolutely. You don't mind them being aggressive.
If you can go for a steal, then go for a steal.
Absolutely. You don't mind them being aggressive right there. You're not in foul trouble and you're not in the bonus yet, so he almost got it, in fact. So
I think Covey missed up which side. He went to the line for 1-and-1.
Yeah.
Poulin gets it to Bristow. Bristow, little jump stop, nobody there, no good. Rebound, though, by LeCours. Got away with one for Hazen that time as Bristow wide open. LeCours, fake, gets in the paint, puts it up off glass, no good. Rebound, controlled Williamstown.
Hazen's got nobody in the paint for rebounds. They've got to get somebody in there to get some offensive rebounds.
Long skip to Flynn. In the corner, off the hands of Covey, out of bounds.
That actually was a pretty good pass. Flynn's very good at that. He finds the opposite side. Just got to hang on to it there.
4 fouls, 4:44 to play. You wonder how long before we see Carrier back in this game.
Well, you're ahead, so Jackal has a little room to play with. But I'm sure if they get within 3 or 2, you'll see him come right off the bench.
Down low, drop step LeCours, up off glass for 2. Tell you, the showdown between Denis LeCours and Poulin has been awesome today.
Yeah, they've both stepped up tremendously.
And a bank shot 3 for Bristow. I don't know if I shoot the guns if I bank it in.
Yeah, I don't know about that either.
Three no good for LeCours. Rebound Gilchrist off the face of LeCours.
You'd like to see him go right up with that shot. He has a shot better than Denis did.
And LeCours and Gilchrist getting into it a little bit, headed to the bench. LeCours telling him just make that little side pass at the waist.
Yep.
Gilchrist said, hey, it hits you, you catch it.
Yeah, right, yeah. You know, I would have liked to seen him personally. He had the open lane, just take the little floater and nail it in, because then if he missed it, Denis could have got the rebound.
Now 4 minutes to play. Hazen's going to have to start getting some turnovers and some stops.
Yeah, they got to turn up the volume on their press right now and try to get after him, especially if Brandon's still on the bench. I didn't see if he went in or not, but if I was Aaron, I'm sure he's gonna go after him right now. You got, again, 4 minutes to go. You got nothing to lose. Go right after him. Williamstown, on the other hand, is just got to handle the ball, be patient, get the ball up the court, and then run your set. You're ahead. You actually don't need to score. They need to score.
Situation like that, Chris, you have two players, heat of the moment, kind of going back and forth at each other. Do you say anything, or you just say they're going to settle it themselves?
In the huddle, I'll say just relax. Stay together. Stay together. That's the big thing. I understand where you're both coming from, but just stay together, and we'll figure it out.
Carrier kicks out. Williamstown can afford to be very patient here and get a good shot.
This is exactly what they need to do. Just
Up
move
top,
the ball.
high post.
Just move the ball and find the open man. That's a bad pass. Can't do that from there.
Tipped by Gilchrist.
That's a freshman mistake right there.
And now they can run that half-court trap. Goes to Poulin. That's the only thing of going this small route. It allows them to kind of lay back and try to jump passes because they're not worried about you trying to score.
Right, exactly. They're just, and Williamstown's doing a good job just moving the ball around, finding the open man right in the middle there.
And Aaron Hill getting fired up on the sidelines. He wants more pressure.
Right.
And they're going to foul. Still another foul to give before they get to 1-1.
Yeah. I think he's going to switch some things right now, just looking at him, talking to the guys. But they got to get ball pressure. You can't let him just stand in the middle of the lane and hold the ball there.
Goes into Poulin, and he'll dribble it all the way out to half court.
Looks like we're at man now.
Bristow. Williamstown continues to stay at possession, and we get a whistle on a foul on Camp.
Aaron's going to take a timeout right here. He's going to talk to him. You just can't, Williamstown, you can just see they've practiced this and practiced this and practiced this. They're so fundamentally sound, and they're doing such a great job with it.
Absolutely, and 2:41. Do you go ahead and do you start fouling, putting them on the free throw line, or do you still try to pressure for maybe a little bit more, see if you can get that steal?
I would pressure a little bit more, and then if it got down a little bit, give 15 seconds off the clock, and then, obviously do not foul Brandon. Make somebody else beat you from the foul line. I wouldn't foul Poulin either. I'd make somebody else get the ball, maybe leave him open so they pass it to him and foul. But those two guys are clutch players and can shoot the foul shots very well. So maybe overplay those guys and leave somebody else open and foul them once that 15 seconds is up. But Aaron's got to tell his kids, you got to get right on them, and you got to get ball pressure and make them make a mistake and a bad pass like they did there across the court, and then you got to pounce on it, and you got to make a layup. Williamstown on the opposite hand is just saying, go to the ball, go to the ball. Do not wait for the ball to come to you, and make good, crisp passes.
Cody Davison in for Hazen. Add some more shooting on the offensive side.
Yep. Probably has a couple fouls to give, too, here.
Carrier, nowhere to go. Trap. Gets rid of it. They continue to pressure. It looks like Coach Hill not getting what he wants.
No, I'm not sure That's what he wanted right there. That's exactly what he wanted.
I'm going to say Coach Hill got the timeout.
Yeah, I
think Coach Hill was upset because he thought there was a foul.
Yeah, and then I don't think he called the timeout. I think Gilchrist called the timeout actually, but he thought there was. You're right. He did think there was a foul beforehand. I actually thought there was a foul beforehand too, but that's why he kind of made the look towards the ref like I didn't call timeout. So, but I'm pretty sure that Gilchrist made the timeout. But you know what? You got the ball back.
Right.
It happened. You gotta move on now. Just get a good look here. Get a quick score and then get in your press and hopefully get another steal. Plenty of time. 2:12 is a world of time in these type of games.
As you contested to that Danville game, the late comeback.
Yeah, we were down. I don't know, it was a minute something to go. I've watched it so many times and I told the boys, I had some timeouts, so I can extend this game a very long time. So we got a world of time, and I'm sure that's what Aaron's telling them right now. We got time, plenty of time.
Goes into camp. Driving up, no good from LeCours. Good look though for Dennis, just couldn't get it to fall.
Yep, got where he wanted to go on the court.
Trap.
I think now you got to get on him, get somebody else. You got to get after him, and you're going to have to foul here pretty soon.
Not even pressuring.
No,
here.
That's the problem. They're not even pressuring the ball. That's the one you want to foul, I would say, right there. That's what they were trying to do. I think that's who Aaron wanted to foul. He's not pleased with their pressure, I can tell you that. Well, give Williamstown credit. They passed the ball around, found the open man. Now Holbert's going to go to the line, and he has his chance to put two in.
At this point, if you're Williamstown, you're just saying, literally, if we hit free throws, we've just won the championship.
Absolutely.
First one is good. No good on the second.
Got to push the ball now.
Gilchrist, step back three, no good. Long rebound, a Carrier.
Big
and
rebound.
He's fouled.
Big rebound by Brandon right there. He went up and got it.
And Aaron Hill looks at Viteri and says, not him.
Yep. I said that a few times this year too. But Brandon always seems to be around the ball. He's a good player, gets the ball, and once he gets the ball, he's not going to give it up unless he has to. I'm sure this is who Jack wants to go to the line.
And talk about a shooter's bounce.
Yep, absolutely. You got to have a few of those in these games. Bang, made them both. That's a senior right there that's been through it many times.
Camp to Viteri.
Good move.
Goes up. And we get a whistle on a foul.
Aaron didn't hesitate right there. He went right to the rack and got fouled. That's what you need to do.
Fourth foul on Poulin.
It's like Aaron's calling for his press here. Ball goes through the basket.
No good on the second.
Back and forth, those two are going to play with the ball. That's who they want to have the ball in their hands.
You got to deny the other.
Yep, absolutely. Looks like the clock didn't go there. Clock never moved.
I have it at about 59 seconds remaining.
I would say at least, yeah. There was quite a few moments there before anybody noticed it.
We were pretty synced up when we started.
Yep.
We're at 59 seconds, so we'll see. I think they're just going to try to put it back to the 118. And they're going to have to start that over, which is good for Hazen as they are
absolutely
really struggling with denying those two to get it in the hands of someone else.
And it gives Coach Hill a chance to talk to his guys and explain what he wants from them. It's like a timeout right here. Jack's doing the same thing. He's telling his guys, we just got to hang on the ball, keep doing what we're doing.
Now, this is a very tricky situation for officials, I'm assuming, because you can't just guess and say, well, I think about 30 seconds came off, so we're going to take that off.
Yeah, we're in Vermont High School. It's not like we're at the NCAA or the NBA where they have monitors where they can see this stuff. So they got to really guess at this point. And, like I can see Rob Green, who's the official, he's talking to him and telling him, we're going to do the best we can here, but this is what we think. And as a coach, you got to accept it. Jack's probably not going to like it, and Aaron's not going to like it.
Yeah.
So
Jack's going to say we should be down to a minute. Aaron's going to say we should go back to where it was.
Absolutely, absolutely.
And a little easier for Jack to laugh at the situation at the moment. Looks like they settle on 115.
Yep. They let Poulin get the ball, just too easy.
And Tassie will draw the foul.
Williamstown's been through this over and over through their minds and in practice day after day. So you've got to somehow take them out of their comfort zone. And, letting Poulin get the ball right there easily, it's not doing it. I'm sure Aaron wasn't happy about that.
Push came to shove at the end of this one. Williamstown just got the buckets they needed. Hazen couldn't get the stops.
And they're making their foul shots. That's the other thing. That's the key. If you make your foul shots, like I said here at the odd, 9 times out of 10, the team that shoots the best free throw percentage wins the game here. Got to push the ball.
Rebound by Camp. Tassie, got to be careful. You don't want to reach in and give them no time and free throws.
Absolutely.
A lot of contact there, but no whistle. Carrier gives it up.
Yep, they moved the ball well. Williamstown did a great job there, moving the ball from side to side and getting a foul and taking time off the clock.
First free throw good.
Freshman's been big, step up and making those foul shots. I bet he makes a few more in the next few years.
Misses the second. Rebound knocked away by Bristow. And that kind of just...
Yeah, that kind of tells the tale of the night. They've been aggressive and they've really gone to the ball and fought really hard. And not that Hazen has, and Hazen has also, but they've made the plays when they've had to.
I never understood that cheer here because both teams come on the bus. Are you saying warm up our bus so it's ready? Are you saying warm up their bus because they're leaving? We're all leaving on buses.
Yeah, I think you all are, but I think they're saying that you're leaving before we are. That's for sure.
Makes the second. Richardson for three, no good. Rebound, Richardson won't go. Corralled. Up and in there.
Hazen's still going at it. They're not giving up.
like we said, there is no love lost between these two towns.
Nope, that's for sure.
I don't know if you can say that, because does that imply there was love at one point?
I don't think there's ever been any love, but it's definitely showing the crowd here tonight and the fans. But you got to give all these guys credit. They both played hard, and they're great towns. They all support their teams very, very well, and they go out and cheer. And this is what it's all about. This is what the Odd's all about, and what basketball and high school basketball in Vermont's all about.
Hulbert heads to the bench, the senior. Corey Pollard, the senior for Hazen, going to get a chance here at the Odd. Freddie Larson, the sophomore.
Yeah, it's always the great part when you're on the winning side coming out for the seniors, and it's always hard for the losers to come out. It's just tough. It's your last game, and you've done everything you can.
Jake Gilchrist heads to the bench and just tells the coaches, "I'm sorry, I lost this."
Yeah.
And that's not the case.
No, absolutely not. No, it's a team game, and he had a hard night, and that happens.
He breaks down a bit on the bench.
He was a part of them winning it last year, so big part.
Viteri all the way to the rack, no good. Kind of like the answer as Williamstown that cheers towards Hazen, and Hazen just cheers, "It's great to be a Hazen Wildcat."
Yeah, they feel that, so they believe in that.
And of course, that all started with Dave Morris,
yep,
who coined the phrase, "It's great to be a Hazen Wildcat."
It's a wonderful phrase, I tell you that right now. Great communities, like I said, both of them support their kids.
And it's no secret, anyone listening knows, I went to Hazen. I'm coaching at Colchester now, and just the difference, that is a very soccer-heavy school.
Yep.
And, just the difference. You don't see the entire town every Tuesday and Thursday when there's a home game.
No, when you go to these guys' games in their gyms, the gym's always packed.
And it's the same for Williamstown.
Yeah, absolutely. Both teams. That's what I was saying. Both teams. It's packed. The families and the communities just support them so well, and it's Division III. Really, you see a lot of packed gyms.
And the Williamstown Blue Devils get back to the top. They win this one 66-54 and avenge last year's loss to the Hazen Wildcats, and a real tough one for Hazen, but played a good game and just ran into a stout team.
Yeah, Williamstown from the start of the year till today, they did everything right. They worked so hard. I think last year stung a lot, a big part of them, and they wanted to get back. They were on a mission, and give Hazen credit also. They wanted to get back here, and they did, and it just wasn't in the cards. But Williamstown all year has been tough. I've watched them several times. I had to play them. They were on a roll. They were on a mission, and they wanted it bad, and they showed. Their kids played hard. They're so fundamentally sound. Jack does such a great job, and as does Aaron. It's great to watch these guys play.
Now the question is, are you ready to interject Twinfield possibly into these rivalries?
Yeah, well, there's some talk about us going to Division III. I don't know. That hasn't been decided yet, I don't believe. But if we do, it'll be for 2 years, and we'll play them. We don't shy away from anybody, and we'll play anybody. And it only makes our program better. We want to get our program's in good shape right now. It's on the upswing, and we want to get them to where these guys are.
Well, Chris, I want to thank you for coming, being a part of our broadcast here tonight. You did a great job. We might have you back next week for some girls action.
I would love it. It was fun. That's great view from here. It's wonderful to be here. I thank you very much.
That just about